días a todo nuestro auditorio. Hoy nos encontramos en un día más, el último día de nuestra International Week. Hoy tenemos con nosotros un tema muy interesante que es Study Abroad at the Humboldt-University Berlin. Y para eso nos acompañan tres colegas, Sanja, Ana y Amrei, espero haber pronunciado bien su nombre, quienes nos hablarán sobre esta interesante propuesta académica. Thank you very much for joining us here at the International Week UNAM 2021. Please, the microphones are yours.
Okay, thank you, Jessica and Nuria and everyone for hosting us. We're very happy to have this opportunity to talk to you. We've been partners for many years, and we greatly value that partnership. And with me are Sanja and Amrei, who will be talking to you about their programs, their short-term programs, and also their semester programs. I'm here to talk to you. My name is Anna. And I am here to talk to you about our partnership in general. But let me first share the presentation. And okay, and share a few words with you in Spanish. So to get off on a good start. So hola, muy buenos días desde Berlín. Yo y mis colegas Amrei y Sanja vamos a presentarla a la Universidad de Humboldt en Berlín. Esperamos a todos y todas de verles en Berlín un día. Voy a seguir en inglés. Si hay preguntas, se puede hacerlo en español, pero voy a responder en inglés. Entonces, muy buenas a todos y todas. So I just wanted to give you a very brief overview of our university and our exchange program, because maybe that wasn't clear. I am in charge of our university partnerships in general. So if you want to study with us for a semester or a year abroad, you talk to me. And if you are interested in the customized program that Sanja and Amrei offer, they will talk about that in a second. But basically, feel free to talk to any of us, and we'll share our information with you. So this is us, Humboldt-University, Humboldt-Universität zu Berlin. This is our main building. Very unfortunately, that tree that you see on the left-hand side is no longer. It collapsed a couple of weeks ago, and everyone's very upset about it because it's a very nice chestnut tree that is now no longer in the front yard. Nonetheless, this is our main building. We're situated right in the middle of Berlin. You might know, or you might not know, that Berlin has three big universities: Technical University, Free University, and Humboldt University. And we are the ones smack in the middle of Berlin, which, as you know, has a very vibrant student scene. Not so much right now due to COVID, but we're all hoping that at some point we will return to a state where we can physically host students. And it is our plan to hold our winter semester with some presence lectures, but I'm sure it's going to be blended to a certain extent, and it's going to be very interesting to see how that goes. So we are a full university, and we offer, in a nutshell, you can just remember, we offer everything except engineering and architecture, because those are traditionally vested with the technical universities in Germany. We have 9 faculties or schools, because I know the word faculty is not always the correct one, but I think you understand what I mean. We have 36,000 students in total, so we're a big university for German standards, but not so much for Mexican standards. I know that you are 10 times as big, so yeah. We're traditionally strong in the humanities, but also in the natural sciences, and we offer more and more courses in English. We are a German university, a public university, so we are required to host, to have a large number of courses at the bachelor level in German, but we do have options in English, and some, as we come to the master's level, we have entire master's programs in English, so that might be interesting to some of you. Let me see if I can hang on. See, okay. We have internationally, we have a very large international portfolio and profile. We have worldwide, because I am not dealing so much with the Erasmus programs because that's the European level. But on a worldwide level, we have about 100 partnerships all over the world. And we have in Latin America about 10 partner universities all over the continent. So we're very happy to have some in Mexico, in Colombia, in Brazil, in Cuba, which is very interesting to our students, and Argentina and Brazil. So that's our portfolio. I'm going to now talk to you a little bit about what it takes to come to Humboldt, so either for a semester or a year, so you can just briefly see the requirements and the application process that might be interesting for you. So we offer both undergraduate and graduate level courses. There is no minimum GPA required, even though, of course, it's always good to be a good student, but we don't have a minimum GPA. You can come for a term or for 1 year, through our customized programs. And again, Sanja and Amrei will share some information about that in just a few seconds. We have all disciplines and subjects available to you guys, except for medicine, but law actually it's somewhat restricted, but law students are actually, they can come to us. So it's just a little bit more restricted, but if you have any questions about this, please let me know and I'll be happy to walk you through that. You will need to enroll in the department of your major at home, and you can see when our academic year is, and that's a bit off. Most other countries work a bit differently, but our winter term runs from October to February, and our summer term from April to July. Language requirements. Equivalent to a B2 C1, and again we do offer courses in English as well, so that's really a matter of us finding a solution for you, or maybe in combination, or in some of the programs that Sanja and Amrei will present to you in just a few seconds. We are a very interdisciplinary university, and I'm just going to skip this very quickly because again my colleagues will be talking more about this, but one program that's been very, very instrumental in guaranteeing exchange student success is the Berlin Perspectives program, which is a mix and match sort of program. It's an add-on curriculum where students are both enrolled in the major that they're enrolled in at home, but additionally they can take some extra classes through the Berlin Perspectives in German or English, humanities, social sciences. It's an international classroom, and a lot of the topics focus on Berlin and on German history and culture. Again, more information about that in just a few minutes. I'm going to give you just some information about the expenses that you guys will run into. I'm not going to talk about every single one of them because they change, and Berlin has become a bit more expensive as of late, but it's still this is what you're looking at. Scholarships. There are no scholarships that are available to you directly from Humboldt-University, but we do have a fairly large network and offering of scholarships through our German academic exchange service. So you should feel free to take a look there, or just get in touch if you have any questions about this at all. So this is really more or less what I wanted to present to you. If you have any questions, let me know. And also just another few words about our current situation. Of course, COVID is not over yet, but we are quite hopeful that to hold at least some presence courses for the winter semester. And it's my personal belief that blended mobility will stay with us regardless of whether or not we go back to we go back to normal, which probably we won't. The vaccination program is really picking up speed here now, and we're hoping to have things somewhat fully restored, at least by 2022. So, but also, like I said, keeping in mind that some elements of blended mobility will probably stick with us. And that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, because it's also an opportunity to make mobility more inclusive, which is something that we're also striving for through our various programs. So we're very, very much hoping to be able to host students again soon, and we would be thrilled to have guest students from UNAM. And again, if you have any questions at all, just let me know and I'll be happy to answer them for you. And with that, I would like to hand it over to Sanja. Oh, Nuria, do I have? No. To Sanja and Amrei, unless there are questions that I can answer straight away. Thank you very much for your attention.
Many thanks, Anna, for your presentation. We will have the questions at the end of the session. So welcome, Sanja, to continue with your presentation. Many thanks.
Thank you, and welcome from my side as well. Anna, would you mind sharing your presentation? Thanks. So yeah, buenos dias and a warm welcome from my side as well. My name is Sanja and I'm the program manager of the Humboldt Winter and Summer University, or as we call it, HUVISU. With me here today is my colleague Anna and Amrei. Amrei is the program manager of the Humboldt Internship program, which she's going to tell you about later a little bit more. In the next couple of minutes, we are going to give you some details about Humboldt International Campus, the home of short-term study programs here at Humboldt-University Berlin, with a short focus on the summer and winter school and on the Humboldt Internship program. But let me first give you some general information about the Humboldt International Campus. Humboldt-Universität has different study opportunities for international students, like the semester or academic year exchange you just heard about. Additionally, Humboldt-Universität offers short-term study programs, which are united under the roof of the Humboldt International Campus. So the Humboldt International Campus includes 4 different short-term study programs for students from all over the world. There are 2 to 4 week subject courses, 3-month study options, internship opportunities, for example, with startups, research collaboration, language classes, online and on-site offers. So the variety of courses and programs, study options you can choose from is pretty large. There are, of course, quite important commonalities like cultural activities, support service, funding opportunities, and more. Let us now give you some details about the 4 different programs. Berlin Perspectives, as my colleague Anna already mentioned, is an interdisciplinary course program that complements the subject-specific courses at Humboldt-Universität. If your home university and Humboldt cooperate as partner universities, which UNAM does, you can come to Berlin as an exchange student and attend Berlin Perspective courses as an add-on to the regular curriculum. All courses have a Berlin focus and are taught in English or in a bilingual English-German format. Students from all over the world, including Humboldt students, learn in these classrooms together. Humboldt Perspective Study Abroad is a completely new program at Humboldt International Campus and starting in February next year. It is a 3-month study program with 4 major components covering academic subjects, optional German language classes, a mandatory participation in an intercultural training where students will reflect on their study abroad experience and gain global skills. And last but not least, the program includes excursions and cultural activities where the students can learn more about Berlin and meet fellow students. Humboldt Winter and Summer University, or as already mentioned, as we call it, HUVISU, is the oldest short-term program at Humboldt International Campus, running now for over 10 years. In 2019, we had over 600 students from all over the world participating in our winter and summer schools. What do we offer? So HUVISU offers an intense summer and winter school program, including a diverse cultural program, which students are welcome to join with no additional costs. Our courses take place online as well as on-site and last for 2 to 4 weeks. Students can choose from various kind of subject courses covering a wide range of topics in really various academic fields. As you can see, we have courses on metropolitan studies, language, literature, creative writing, social sciences, politics, history, as well as law, economics. So the range is really, really broad. Our subject courses are all taught in English. And besides our subject courses, we are offering intensive and semi-intensive German language courses, allowing students to learn German on different levels. So we have courses for absolutely beginners and as well for advanced learners. The HUVISU program is open to undergraduate and graduate students, and we accept sometimes recently graduates. However, most of our courses are on an undergraduate level, so this is to keep in mind when applying for our courses. And of course, you can get credits or ECTS for the courses if you complete them successfully. The courses are usually accredited with 5 ECTS, and the program or the schedule is designed in a way that it allows you to combine courses. So, for example, you have the possibility to combine 2 subject courses, or you choose to combine a subject and the language course. This is, of course, possible. However, we limit the participation on about like 2 courses per session, as we want you to have time to experience the city as well as to take part in our cultural program. So just to sum it up, if you combine courses per session, you can earn up to 10 ECTS. Next year, our winter school will take place from January 3rd to January 21st on-site. And the course program will be published at the beginning of July, so don't miss to check it out. And the summer school is taking place in 2 sessions from June 20th to July 15th and from July 25th to August 19th. For the HUVISU program, we especially encourage you to participate in courses that not necessarily are related to your studies. It can be the time for you to widen your horizon and try something new. And now I would like to hand over to Amrei, who's going to tell you a little bit more about the Humboldt Internship program and give you some further details about HUVISU as well.
Thank you very much, Sanja. So the Humboldt Internship program is a new program at Humboldt-University and the Humboldt International Campus. And with this program, we invite students who are advanced in their studies and who are interested in research within their academic field. Participants of the Humboldt Internship program, they work for 3 months in research projects or university-related startups. And the internships can take place on site in Berlin or online. The internship positions are in different academic disciplines, such as like biology, physics, culture, literature, chemistry, and more. And the students, they work within the projects together with Humboldt researchers and Humboldt entrepreneurs. The application for the summer term internships 22 is open from October to December this year. And individual support and high-level work tasks, and this makes the program suitable for students who really want to focus on their field of studies and learn through experiences. So now we come to an important feature that all programs of Humboldt International Campus have in common, because as participants, you will explore Berlin, either here in Berlin, really, or online, we create a diverse selection of cultural activities that allow you to learn more about the city and to meet your fellow students of the programs. It includes excursions, events, and insights into the city's culture, history, art, and street life. At the same time, living in Berlin entails some challenges, of course, especially when you prepare for the program. For example, when it comes to the visa application, the accommodation, research, insurance, and other questions concerning your stay here or your online participation. But we are always there to support you and answer all your questions. Now, another quite important feature for the programs of Humboldt International Campus, because there are costs for the students and they are different for each program. This is now only a very quick overview of HUVISU, the summer school, and the Humboldt Internship program, because Sanja and I today, we focus on these two programs. So please check our website carefully to find out more about the details of the costs and the payments. But in general, we don't have hidden costs. So the cultural activities, the program management, and the student services, they are all included in the given fees. Discounts for the fees apply for students who combine courses within one program. And there are discounts for alumni who participated in one of the programs before. And last but not least, there is a special discount for students from partner universities like the UNAM, like your university. And here on the screen, you can see the program fee of 110 euros. This is already like the partner university amount for the program fee. And there is, so now for the funding, there is only a very limited number of scholarships available from our side each year. And therefore, we highly recommend looking for funding opportunities elsewhere if needed. Please contact your university for that or organizations which cooperate with Germany, and check online scholarship databases to find out more about funding opportunities. You will find some useful information and recommendations on our website on that topic too. And as soon as your admission to a program is confirmed, we will send you a confirmation letter that you can attach to a scholarship application, and thereby we support you with that as well. So, and now here you see benefits and services of all programs at Humboldt International Campus at a glance. As already mentioned, the international short-term programs at Humboldt University have all these certain features in common. So first, it is the cultural program we already talked about with Berlin Insights. Then secondly, all students receive those university credits, the so-called ECTS, and they also receive a certificate after successful participation in a program. And of course, we support you with the preparation when you want to participate in a program. And concerning the content, interactive and student-centered working methods are always in focus with us. And the programs have online and on-site options. And finally, your intercultural experience and your study interests are the core of each of these programs at Humboldt International Campus. So thank you so much for your attention, and hopefully see you soon in Berlin or online. For further information, visit our website, which is here on the screen, or drop an email. On the website, you also find the program-specific contact details. Also, please follow us on Instagram. And if you want to see more from Humboldt University, you can also check their YouTube channel. And now it's time for your questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sanja. So we will be starting with our questions, if you mind. Let's start. Okay, here is one question. What type of certification of language certification do you require? For example, to any level of study, to study at your university, English requirement, for example, and which is the level?
For us, for our programs, our semester or year-long programs, like I said, it's we target for a B2 sort of language skill, TOEFL of 90, but I'm sure there's cheaper ways of demonstrating your English language skills. So best scenario, you speak German at C1 level, then we have no problems at all. Thank you, Amrei. But we aim for a B2 sort of level. And again, it's fine if you can somehow just give us an indication of where you stand with that. But yeah, aim for a B2 sort of level, which is equivalent to TOEFL, I would say 80 to 90.
Okay, thank you, Anna. Here's another question. I would like to know if, as a medical student, I could access to a neuroscience research project.
So I think this refers to the Humboldt Internship program. And so far, we don't have research projects in the medical field right now. But of course, the student can try for a neuroscience project, because here the application is really quite individual. So whenever I receive an application, I check it regarding formal matters, and then I forward it to the project supervisors, to the researchers, and then they go through it thoroughly. And so part of the application is, for example, a motivation letter and a recommendation letter from a former teacher or instructor at your university, for example. So we decide that on an individual level. If, for example, you have, even though you're medical students, but you have a background or you have taken classes at university in a neuroscience field, there's a chance that you can be accepted to a neuroscience project too. Yeah.
Many thanks, Amrei. Here we have another question. Do you have a special agreement with UNAM to study one semester at Humboldt-University? We know yes, but please answer. Anybody? Amrei?
Anna, but Anna is frozen. Sanja, can you reply?
Yeah, we do have. Anna just recently talked about it, that we have an exchange program with UNAM. So yeah, if you're interested in a study abroad semester exchange, Anna is the right person to contact for more details.
Okay, thank you very much, Sanja. Okay, here's another question. In case for a student is interested in doing a postdoctorate at your university, which are the English or German levels of certification of language that you are requiring? I think you answered somehow this.
But postdoctorate, so if they're participating within a special program, there might be a certain requirements. Otherwise, it is if you're on a doctoral agreement or like a research project with a certain professor or institute, it's a really individual decision and case. So that's you would have to approach the person you want to do the research directly.
Okay, thank you. I don't know if it's the same person, maybe it's another student, but he wants to know, or she wants to know, wants to do a postdoctorate in your university on political science. And he needs to know which is the procedure, the application process, and how would you tell term about the scholarship program, if she can have a scholarship from your institution.
I think it goes back to what Sanja just said. As soon as it is on a postdoc or a research level, it's really an individual endeavor. So your student would have to, and I'd be happy to facilitate that or show him where to look, to just contact faculty directly, because the starting point is you need a supervisor. And I would say that professors are usually quite open to the idea. So he or she should just go ahead and contact them directly. And if you have that, if you have a supervisor, the administrative steps are actually quite easy. And they do not have to work around our semester times. They can just come here individually. And again, with regards to scholarships, again, the DAAD is really the main point of contact for anything pertaining to scholarships. And especially for postdocs and doctoral students, they have a fairly extensive program, and there are several deadlines a year. So that's something that they should look into. I hope that answers the question, but it goes back to what Sanja said just a few minutes ago.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I apologize for my internet problems. I don't know. My internet does not like me today. Sorry.
No, that's no problem. Worries.
We try to answer your question.
Working okay. Thank you.
Sanja knows this just as well as I do.
Okay, here we have another question. Someone likes to do a master degree. This is focused on international relations study and cooperation. Do you have that study area?
Yes, we do. We have it's something that's quite unique actually to us. We have a department of social sciences, so students take courses both in sociology and political science, and we do have a focus on international relations and public policy. There's also some courses in there, so yes, definitely both at the bachelor's and the master's level. And at the PhD level, we have an international PhD network called the Berlin Graduate School of Social Sciences, which might be of interest to your student. But if anything pertaining to degree programs, that's not really in any of our hands. That's another colleague who does the advising, but we'd be very happy to get those two connected. Basically, yeah, just send any of us an email and we'll try to shoot it in the right direction. Because sometimes it's very difficult to know who does what. So just, we're all there to answer your questions.
Thank you very much, Anna. Here's another. Which opportunities have you got on postgraduate students? I mean, master degrees or postdoc or docs, if for a medical science student?
Well, the answer is quite a lot. Our medical school is, well, we share the problem that we have is that the medical school is detached from us, and they have their own international programs, and they're both exchange and degree. So it's the Charité. Hang on a second. And we share that medical school with Free University, and it's actually the largest medical school in Europe. And they have an extensive amount of courses in English and a great international network, and also a lot of exchange partners. For degree seeking students, again, they should go ahead and contact them directly, because again, they're separate from us, and we don't administer students who study medicine. That's a complete different entity. But once again, we can always point your student in the right direction.
Okay, many thanks, Anna. And here we have another question. What would you say is like the main attraction for an international student to go out to study to Humboldt? I don't know.
There's so much, huh?
So much. one special, something special, something?
Well, I know that many students, they just enjoy also being in Berlin, because Berlin is quite a unique city and has a really, it's just, they always have a really good time living here. And at Humboldt University, I'd say like students here at university, we have a kind of culture of really open academic discourse. So the engagement of like the professors, the instructors, and the students, this is really active. And so the in-class discussions and participation, this is quite nice here at Humboldt, I think. And yeah, that's like from my side a very short answer.
Yes, and the diversity as well, like in within the classrooms and the subjects, and we have courses or seminars led by students, so it is really diverse, and students can engage, and this is what Humboldt students as well as exchange students appreciate a lot.
Okay, definitely, I would concur to that. And also interdisciplinarity, I think, is one of our strong suits. And I don't know if you're also referring to the city of Berlin, because in addition to being really a great student place, my personal opinion is that the different levels of history that you can encounter in Berlin. So it's German history, it's European history, it's right in the middle of Europe, and you can really get a sense for that in the middle, both to the east and to the west. And even though the Cold War is long behind us, but I think it still sort of serves as a crossroad. So that to me has been very interesting in my years in Berlin, and I'm sure it's interesting for you students as well. And it's a great place to start travels from once it's possible again.
Okay, thank you very much, Anna. Here's another question: do you have a body program at Humboldt University?
Yeah, actually, we have one at the international offices, like Students for Students and Studies for Studies, it's called. And yeah, we do have. And there are so-called Fachschaften, so there are a lot of ways to engage.
Okay, thank you, Sanja. And here's another one about sports. And students could do any kind of sports, or they need to pay for this, or what can you tell you about this?
Well, if they're here for a semester or a year, they can just join our Hochschulsport, we call it, our higher education sports center, and there's a number, of course, really anything that you would like to do, from soccer to athletics to swimming to dancing, and that's part of an offer that we extend to exchange students as well, so they would not have to pay extra if they go and thank you, Sanja, if they go and enroll over the Hochschulsport, so the athletics department, really. And the question that was asked just now about the body program, Sanja said, yeah, we have, as Sanja said, we have all of that. And also we do have at our international department, we have something, a place called Orbis, and they take care just about anything pertaining to student life issues. So from housing to visa to body programs to a cultural program. So there's always someone to talk to. And we try to get German students involved as much as we can, because I think they tend to listen more to students than they listen to us. So that's always a good setup. And if they choose to come, and really it's interchangeably, but Sanja and Amrei and her team are doing a great job in offering those services as well, and creating an atmosphere of welcome for students, because we all know it can be daunting to go abroad, and so we're trying our best. But German universities are big, and so it's good to have someone to talk to at the beginning.
Thank you, Anna. I think we have two more questions here. Hello, I would like to ask if German language courses could be taken independently of being undergraduate, graduate, or PhD students?
So we have a language center as well, where you can take language courses, except the intensive or semi-intensive short-term program. So there's a language center where you can actually as well take other other language or learn other languages than just German. So yeah, there's no limitation if you're undergraduate or graduate. So language courses can be taken at the language center, or if you prefer to have like just a 4-week course, then you're of course welcome to join Hovisu.
Thank you, Sanja. I think this is the last one, or two more. Could you please share us the contact with the medicine or medical school, the medicine school? This is possible to share by the...
Yeah, I shared it already, but like I can probably copy and paste
we
it
shared it with in the chat with everyone already.
That's fine. Okay.
I hope everyone can see that.
And what can you say about the field of economics at your university? Economics. What would you say or can say? Tell us.
We have it, so that's good.
Of course.
We have a department of economics management, and they are, from their coursework, they are quite math oriented, and I'm saying that because that's something that not a lot of students know when they join us. But it's good to be strong in math if you want to come here to do economics. And also another thing that students need to realize is that we do not offer that many courses in English at the bachelor's level. There's more of them once we reach the master's level, but that's so in terms of quantitative methods, also the language issue has come up in the past. So if students are interested in the economics department, they should probably get in touch with me beforehand so we can see what's possible.
Okay.
They're very solution oriented, but it needs to be a bit more carefully mixed and matched than, say, your average, or then courses in the social sciences, where you can always find a course that's of interest to you. So again, anyone interested in economics should probably just get in touch with me beforehand.
Thank you, Anna. Here's another question. Is there any institute related to Latin American studies that you have over there?
There is not per se. We have a department for Romance languages, and they do offer a lot, both in terms of language courses, but also literature, and also Latin American literature. But we do not have a Latin American study center at Humboldt. That's at Freie University, but we do have something called the Ibero-Amerikanisches Institut, so the Institute for Iberian American Studies. And that is that's not tied to any university. It's sort of it's a research center that's actually not too far away from us. So there's lots and lots and lots of knowledge and about Latin America, but the actual center for studies is at Freie. But students will definitely find courses when they come and study with us.
Thank you, Anna. And I think this is the last question. The same question, but about political and sciences, and political and social sciences, sorry.
Yeah, again,
what do you have to offer?
Yeah, it's if you're interested both in sociology and politics, Humboldt is really the place to come to, because again, our Department of Social Sciences offers courses both, well, students have to take courses both in sociology and political science, and then they can decide where they want to put their major in. But yes, so both on the bachelor's level, on the master's level, and of course the international graduate school that I mentioned, the Berlin Berlin School of Social Sciences, Berlin Graduate School of Social Sciences, there we have it. So yeah, and they are all actually quite advanced in English courses. So it's probably a good place to start if you're interested in politics or social sciences.
Okay, many thanks, Anna. Well, I think that's all the questions that we have got in the chat. But I mean, you have already passed all the links, and all the students interested should be in communication with you, and we will be continuing our very valued collaboration with your university and UNAM. So thank you very much, all of you, Amrei, Anna, and Sanja, for sharing all these, your presentation and all these great things from Humboldt. And well, we will keep in touch unless you have any other thing to mention or to tell us. So thank you very much, and have an excellent afternoon. And still day for us. For us, it's still less than 10 o'clock in the morning, and a weather that we can be nice and maybe have a little rain. But you are having a very hot weather, as you said before. I hope that gets better.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for inviting us.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
You too.
You too.
Bye-bye.